On this video today, I want to talk a little bit about the Caddx Tarsier, the new camera that is a dual camera for HD, 4K, 30 frames per second, and the video feed for FPV as well. So fully dual camera. We will talk about that in this video. Before start talking, I can say that this camera is a new camera that will be coming out May 30, based on what is here on Banggood website. Let me tell as well that I have no any relationship with this camera, Banggood, anything in this video. So I just making the video because I think it's important for the community and maybe for the future. I'm not sure how it will perform. I don't have the camera or anything like that, but I want to tell you guys what I like about this camera and how I see the future for this. So Banggood website has a mistake here on the specifications, which I will say I don't want to trust it. It's a what is it? The camera bit rate 50 kilobits per second, 66 kilobits per second. So we won't be using the website for it. But in the Caddx website, everything is specified correctly. If there is any error, I wish something of the information that I hear will be an error. I will show you soon. So going back, the camera, as you can see here, has two bores and then two lenses, one for HD. I think the top one is for HD and the bottom one is for the DVR, I mean for the video feed, FPV feed. And they are using totally different bores, totally different everything. It's a fully dual camera system. The advantage of this is that we'll save a lot of weight and headaches and money, because for this price you can get a 4K camera. Of course, I don't expect this one to be as good as any of the Hero 5 or 7 or 6 or anything like that, but will be probably closer, and then that will be maybe enough for many of us. So the camera, one of the advantages of having this separate is that the circuitry will become simpler, because then they don't need to do any conversion from high definition on the HD camera to the lower definition of the video feed that we use for FPV, and the latency of this camera can be a lot smaller, lot faster for racers, for everybody. And this one up here don't need to be that fast because it's just for video, right? HD video. And then that will be great. That will be awesome if this camera came out and is as they expect. Still, there is something I don't like that we will see soon here. Anyways, here in general, you can go to either websites and you can see all the specification and details. I don't want to make this video too long. I just want to notice this camera so that you guys can pre-order if you want to or whatever. And then has possibility to put ND filters already, so it's designed for that, with ND filter that you can put on the HD camera and only, and then the video feed you continue so you will be able to see with clarity correctly with the FPV feed, while the HD camera will be filtering the light and better video, etc. So more specification here. There is an application that you can use with the phone to control the camera. It has a lot of features, looks like. Not sure all of them how they work. That's why I don't want to get into the details now, because what I only know is what you can guys see here on this same page. But here, so we have here the dimension of the camera, the weight 18 grams for dual camera, so 18 grams for both. So that is a huge saving in weight for the quadcopter. And we have the field of view in 4K is an f2.8. The field of view is 150. It's a little bit narrow, I would say, but we will see when we have the camera. I would like to have something better than that. Like a 165 will be good, minimum, but at least 150 degrees, let's say, how they look. That is something that is okay. Let's see, but if it works well, maybe we get adapted, or maybe in the future they came out with the 170. So has dual lens, dual microphones, dual core system, CPU, right? Wise. They say they have a Sony sensors, I guess Sony sensor is for maybe for both, or at least for the HD camera. So, but here is when we start seeing some things I don't like that much. 4K 30 frames per second, 16:9. Oh, that is great. That is good. 30 frames per second is good. 4K is a little bit big. I prefer to record the videos in 2.7K, but in 2.7K we have 60 frames per second at 4:3. Is that a mistake as the one I show on Banggood website, or this is reality? If this is reality, it's a very, very painful news to hear, because in 2.7K is probably the more optimal size and quality that to record a good video for freestyle, maybe for racers as well. But in 4:3, come on, 4:3 is not good for HD. Then the same for 1440p, 60 frames per second, 30 frames per second. So it looks like based on this that for 2.7K it's only 60 frames per second. They don't do it 30 frames per second, will be good. At 4:3 again. Then 1080, 90 frames per second, 60 frames per second, 30 frames per second, and 16:9. But why not do it here at 30 frames per second, 2.7K? And 720p, 100 frames per second, like 16:9. So the bit rates are specified correctly here. It's 30 megabits per second, 50 megabits per second, and 70 megabits per second. I guess it's 70 for the 4K, 30 for 1080 or 720, and 50 for something here in the middle. It's okay. Video system can be any NTSC, PAL. We can have a ISO specification, anti-shake with hardware. I guess it's some kind of gyro there, maybe not, to remove the shaking. And several other settings. The video encoders are the 264 and 265, which is not good. The image can rotate 180 degrees. Horizontal resolution for the FPV feed is 1200 TDL, and for this system interchangeable. And the image can be 16:9, 4:3. Anyways, there are several other information here that are not totally clear. The input voltage is 5 to 12 volts. They say they have some batteries. There are several information here that are not quite clear just for reading this. So anyway, the idea is that this camera, if they can make it work correctly and have the 2.7K 30 frames per second in 16:9, will be awesome. That is what I expect. So I will pre-order the camera and let's see how it performs when we have it in my hands. I only want to talk about this, show you that this camera exists, and let's see what happens. Okay, so I wish you clear skies. Thank you.